That's like the bar mitzvah line, saying hi to everybody. I love it. It's very exciting. First of all, I saw this movie last night, and I really enjoyed it. It's heartbreaking, very beautifully made. You guys are incredible in it. Now, Olivia, last time you were here, you were pregnant. Your fiancé, Jason Sudeikis, who was actually here a few weeks ago.
On your first episode of the season.
Oh,
it was very exciting.
It was very exciting. Anyways, you have an 18-month-old son. There he is, named Otis. Talk to me about, like, you wrote this article about kind of bouncing back from your baby body.
You know, I thought it was time for women to be told exactly what to expect, right? They tell you about how to decorate the nursery and all the sweet cuddly stuff, but no one tells you that after you have a baby, you are the walking wounded. You are, it is an experience. And then, you know, there's all these expectations thrown at you right away of how you're supposed to bounce back, and a lot of them are really unrealistic, and I just kind of had it. So Shape let me write this very honest article.
I'm still waiting to bounce back, and I haven't had any kids. It's, like, it's uncomfortable. Luke, stop, Luke.
There's all sorts of crazy stuff they expect you to do, like the corsets. They want you to wear a corset. I'm like, what century are we in?
No one ever told me about any of this when I had my kid. Nobody talked to you. You just went in there, like, have the baby! And you had the baby, and you went home after, like, 9 days.
Oh, that's nice. 9 days.
And you couldn't sit down for a little while, but you got over it. You know, Luke.
You know how it is.
You know.
I was saying to Olivia, I always just kind of feel like on-air security when I do press with her.
Security.
How you doing?
Yep, go through him, please.
Well, you are one of my favorite comedic actors. You've been in so many great movies, Old School, Anchorman. I mean, you're also in the upcoming Adam Sandler movie. But you said when you filmed those movies, you were sometimes in awe of what the comedians, who the comedians were that you were working with. Now, do you realize how in awe they were of you?
I mean, I think a lot of the times I've kind of played the straight man, and it's like you do stand-up, and Olivia knows what it's like being married to Jason, and that, you know, people like that are so quick. And I don't know, I just find those, it's like being around a professional athlete. There's like having a friend that's kind of a funny guy, and then there's somebody like you who's, you know, so quick and funny that, sometimes you know, on the set, I would feel like, now, wait a second, I'm like 2 jokes behind, and we're about to shoot something, and I'm still laughing about something, but, yeah, I just always really enjoy working with really funny people, and I've been lucky over the years to get to work with SNL people and people that are stand-up.
And you're very funny. I was saying when I just met you that Bottle Rocket, which was your first Wes Anderson movie, is like one of my favorite movies ever, and actually very kind of inspirational to me in my career, so thank you for that. It's great.
I appreciate it.
Nice. It's really nice. Clap. Wait, did you expect to get a round of applause? Olivia, let's move on. Enough about you, Luke. I'm kidding, you know we love you.
Talk about my comedic
Back to Olivia. So now you're in a show called Vinyl that's premiering on HBO. And it's EP'd by Martin Scorsese and Mick Jagger.
Yeah, 2 newbies. Really hoping they'll make it. We're teaching them how to
Did they, like, bring you Starbucks, or what was it like on the set? No, what is it like working for Mick Jagger, being your boss?
It's great. You know, it's a show about music in New York in the early 70s, and so I feel that we have 2 people on set who really witnessed that and can keep us honest, you know? And I think we're showing the 70s in a way people aren't used to seeing the 70s. New York was dirty. Like, literally dirty. It was dangerous and rough and... What? It was all right. But it's a great show, and Bobby Cannavale is the star, and he's just one of the greatest ever made. And so I'm super excited about that.
Sounds very chic, so I know I love chic. Now let's get to Meadowland. This film is unbelievable. I saw it. It's depressing. Tell me about making this kind of movie. But in the best way. Like, it makes you feel things, you know?
Yes,
you play parents who are grieving after your son goes missing.
Yes.
What was it like, kind of, especially being a mom, doing a part like this that's so gut-wrenching?
You know what's funny is when I first signed on to it, I wasn't yet a mom, and I'm a producer on the film as well, and it took us so long to get this film made, because it's a little indie, female director, female-driven story, female producers. It's hard to get those financed. And so in the time that it took us to get it together, I had a baby. And I have to say, it really allowed me to understand a little bit more of what my character was going through, so he was my preparation. He was my research.
Do you have children at home? What's your story?
I don't. I have a few nephews, but...
that works.
Yeah, I mean, it really was interesting to do a movie like that, because, I mean, I always think about, you read the paper, you see these stories on the news about people going through these really personal tragedies, and then you always wonder, well, what happens to the parents or the family?
We have a clip, actually, from the movie of you in the police station identifying your son's body, which is awful, but let's take a look.
It's not him.
Could you please just look at it?
This is complete. It's not him.
Please take a look at it. So besides the photos, what else do you have?
The forensic team is up at his property now.
Hey, Jesse is fine. I can feel it.
It's an amazing movie, guys. You really need to go see it. Meadowland. And thank you guys so much, Olivia Wilde and Luke Wilson. Meadowland will be in theaters October 16th and on demand on October 23rd. We'll be right back. That was nice, right? Thank you.
Ballerina Misty Copeland shares how she's making history again. Next.